Hey folks, Dude here, coming yet another occasion of, well, eBay dealings. Well, what can you really say about eBay dealings other than there's sometimes going to be guys that send you stuff as a,
Special offer.
Now, I'm going to give you guys some definitions and descriptions for your own personal perusal, and we'll move out smartly and good stuff like that there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw some pictures up on screen. This is probably just not going to be any kind of a hard-won challenge for me to simply just express myself other than just showing you pictures and my rambling diatribe of something in my life experiences. Looking at this first picture here, we see a Spyderco Mini Probe 2003 production, quote, super rare early Spyderco, new old ... which is new old stock. Now, yeah, that's pretty much it. When you see an offer on eBay and it says VTG, that means vintage. Translation, I'm gonna rape you with fund expenditure. Okay, when they say something is new old stock, that's something that's been in somebody's collection for bloody freaking ever. And truthfully, it really truly is just something that they're going, ooh, I can cash in on it now. All right, so looking at this thing, and you do see, obviously, I've obscured the item ID, and I've obscured the seller's name. That's stuff that's really not required because it's just not necessary, okay? So looking at this thing for what it is, and okay, also, yes, I did obscure something else as well. I also obscured the email reference ID. That's stuff that nobody needs to see. They don't need to know about. That's my own affair. To quote the, Tony the Nose in the city, all right? That's way I got to do business here, okay? So Tony the Nose says, it's our own affair. All right, me playing around here. Okay, going into the next picture here, we see I have gotten in my eBay messages, and yes, I did obscure my eBay name. Why? It's just me, okay? I want to have a little privacy. But essentially what you're looking at here is the messages in my eBay messages, in my inbox. Seller offered special discount, 17% on Spyderco Mini Probe 2003 production, super rare, ... obviously, blah, 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 blah. So, and the only thing I did, okay, and you see this how it's written out. Because you showed interest in this item, the seller sent you a private offer. Okay, and then you have the, hey man, you better jump on this real quick. A few other interested buyers have also received this offer. It won't last long. Hurry, take advantage right away. Okay, the offer is $1,075 US. So, looking at this for what it is, sound guy, can you do me a favor and click off on that review offer button, please? Yeah, okay. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that. Okay, so looking at the offer for what it is now, we have now gone over and we're looking at the screen. So if you get one of these offers in your eBay inbox and you are deciding to go for it, you can then go for it. Okay, obviously, I then again did obscure the seller's name. I obscured my personal information. Why? It's not pertinent to the video, okay? It's really not necessary. In the way, shape, and form of what this thing is, you can see now there's this pop-up box. It pops up on the auction URL of what you're looking at for the eBay auction itself. This little pop-up box. Review offer. You received an offer. Other buyers may receive the offer. Be first to accept gets the deal. And of course, description therein. And you're seeing the original price of this item was, $1,300 King dollars. Okay, so the seller's offer on this is going to be $1,075 or, and they're so nice to do the math for you, $225 off, expires in the timeline allotted. Now, I did look at this fairly recently after the guy sent the message, so that time is not the time because, well, obviously I blanked it out so you don't need to know what the time is left. Obviously, remove the seller's name, his personal information, my personal information, moving on without down underneath. Free standard shipping. Why, thank you so much, dude. You're very generous. You're gonna save me, $8?
Fatality.
$12 maybe?
Relax, don't do it.
for $1,000, almost an $1,100 knife. Okay, then there's 3 buttons underneath, and it is most expressly lit up, so you can click it first, so you know that's the one to click, because you're stupid.
I'm trying to think, but nothing happens.
Accept offer, make a counter offer, or decline offer. Now, obviously, accept offer runs you right over to the payment thing. You then have PayPal, your credit card information that's currently locked in, or other means of payment in which you utilize. Most of the time, I simply just default to PayPal, and I just utilize my own bank stuff to transfer money in, or have other means of bringing money into PayPal that I'm really not going to get into, okay? But let's just say that my PayPal account is happy. It's got money in it. So you make the original choice therein of accept offer, click, you pay for it, you bought it, you got it. Next button down, make counter offer.
You cock-juggling thunder!
So that's what you have to say, nah, dude, your price is complete and total
And thing sucks!
Yeah, sound guy. That's exactly what you need to have said about it, because it really truly is you wish to have said about it. Is it? Well, it's one of those things. It's a price that you just can't agree with. You think it's just totally...
You dick!
Yeah, and you're not into it in the slightest. We're gonna look at this thing as it works, and we'll move on to the next part and component therein. But also, the last button therein is decline offer. Now, the thing about it is when you click decline offer, you have a little box where you can put in your response to dude saying, dude, your prices are freaking insane, not buying, or, oh, this is so amazing, but I'm sorry.
That price is just a little too high for me right now in my state of financial ruination that I can't justify putting myself further in.
So then we'll now have to go on to the next frame in the story. All right, so we're looking now at the offer itself on eBay. And you can see from top to bottom what the deal is on this thing, the information about it. Yes, it comes in a little spiffy case. Yes, it is completely factory. Yes, it obviously is new old stock. And most expressly, you can put yourself further in debt with one of these things.
Blow it out your ass.
Do I really need a mini probe? On its face, the mini probe is actually the very hardest, if not the, well, okay, I'll get into that other part a little bit later, but the mini probe is very hard to source. The dirty little secret is the diver probe, the mini probe, and the forerunner of all these things. Now, the one that really kind of falls out by the wayside is going to be something that actually is in my personal collection. It is not a 2003. Oh, no. It is the 2001 pre-diver. Now, if you looked at this knife, it was very much like the, I believe it was the Snap It or the Clip It or something along those lines. It's like if you look at the knife alongside where the blade swings out and locks into position, there is a clip that will snap on like belt loops or, something along those lines. And what happened is that actually was a problem with a French patent. So what they did was they're like, oh, we can't set it out like that. Some of them did actually get out. But what they did was they recalled the other ones and they snipped that off. And I can tell you for a fact, my pre-diver, you can see the cut is not exactly factory fresh. It kind of looks like something they did like really hastily, like, oh crap, we gotta get these things fixed up and out the door. It's like they kind of half-assed it. But that was the 2001 pre-diver. The next one down is called the 2002 diver probe. The 2003 mini probe is among the rarest of the rarest. The pre-diver and the mini probe are the hardest to find. The probes are not completely unavailable, but there's something else coming into play that most people really truly don't even consider, is yes, the fact that, well, these items, well, they're kind of personally in my collection. But let's just look at it as a quick comparison here of what the probe and the mini probe look like side by side. Now, this is a picture I just snagged off the internet. Obviously, somebody's Pinterest. They're like, jerking each other off, going, I got these things. Oh, look, oh, they're so cool. Okay, you guys can see what they are. On top is the diver probe. On the bottom is the mini probe. Essentially what it is about a 7/8, maybe almost, I would say probably 9/10. It's about a 9/10 size diver probe that essentially is the same freaking thing, just slightly smaller. Now, the rarity on it makes it kind of really hard, but if you look at things for what it is, yeah, those two knives right there, that's currently what I have in my collection. So that would be the diver probe and the pre-diver, or the larger of the two diver probes. And of course, the very, very, very first one, which is pretty much a very first generation style of, well, Spyderco dive knife using standard stainless steel and not the salt variety, which uses a nitrogen stainless steel. Not the same animal, and most people really don't like the salt stuff. The steel is not the best for edge holding. My stuff is good. It actually will rust, so you gotta be really careful about that. They are also very unique, because you can see in the text underneath, yes, they were limited to 1,000 units each. So in all the world's population of these things, there is only 3,000 of these knives. And yes, I know, it's really kind of a stretch to call a big-ass pry bar with a knife on the end a knife, but it is. It's considered a knife. In total, there is only 3,000 of these things currently in the world population, and of that, I have, oh yeah, that case on the left and the case on the right, that's currently upstairs in my me room, and let me just do a really quick zoomy for you guys. That's right. That's a diver probe on top. Executive editing. That's a pre-diver. Right, you little... Oh no! So yes, that is on top. That is a pre-diver, 2001. On the bottom is two 2003 diver probe. Serial numbers, not consecutive, but they are the real poop. So also, if you look off to the left, there is that one box there. That box is for the diver probe. Next to that box, folded up, and I'm trying to make sure to keep it preserved as nice as possible, is the box for the pre-diver. So, all three of these knives, okay, if we look at the way this guy prices stuff,
Retard alert! Retard alert, class!
I got probably about, $5,000 worth of knives right there, okay? Come on, it's just bloody damn ridiculous. Yes, on top, that is a G10 Calypso. I really don't like to pull these things out by the ethers, and, okay, I'm sorry. It's just the way it works. Okay, yes, in that case, there is a couple of Explorer knives. They're not that valuable. I just think they look cool. It looks really cool in the case, and the case is full. Okay? Okay. So anyway, looking at these things as it is from the north to the south, I can tell you guys, in its instance, in this case, the pricing on these things is nothing short of completely, absolutely, physically, how can I say this to elicit the best possible socially conscious statement upon how I've noticed this thing is going now in purchasing power. It is, freaking ridiculous. Because anytime you have a situation where you have the market trends is that everybody's making everything so bloody damn expensive on eBay, it's not worth buying. Yes, and that's what I've noticed now as a market trend on eBay, is a lot of this stuff has gone from, the realm of possibly,
Death! By snoo!
What should be every bit of maybe about a $500 to $700 knife to somebody asking the insane asking price of $1,300.
Come on, squeal! Squeal!
Yes, even though the thing is flipping mint. Yes, so there's only 1,000 of them on the planet of them. But
I pooped from there.
yes, there's only 1,000 of them on the planet. But I'm not going to expend those kind of funds for something that I probably should have bought years ago for a whole hell of a lot less. I really, truly don't need to expend those kind of funds right now, because that is basically almost 4 car payments. Okay, no, it actually is 4 car payments. Ow. Yeah, okay. That's 4 car payments. Oh, no, 3 car. It's 3 car payments. Still. Ow. I really don't need to indebt myself that much just to have something else in my collection that's almost kind of a rethought of something that I pretty much already have. Yet would I like to have it in my collection to say I got the complete set? Yeah. Am I going to do it when I'm more financially able? Yeah. Am I going to worry about getting this one for $1,000? No, that's not the case at all. I'm still just going to move out smartly and do those things I need to do, but I just want to give you kind of a behind-the-scenes look at the way stuff happens if you're a serious-ass knife collector like me, and you get chased down by the guys going, me, give me money, give me money, give me money, Sorry, guys, not feeling it. All right, guys, Eco Cape 10 Ring is always, you know what, you love it, and crazy expenditure of rarities. I'm not kind of feeling it at the moment, but it would be nice to have it, but not for that price. I'll break up on this one, guys. Have a good one, and catch you guys later. See you guys.